Coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, it's MomentsZ, the show for millennials. Sex. When is the ideal age to start? This is definitely a discussion for both sexes, and our guests are creative director and fashion stylist Henry Uduku and actress Felicia Fred.
20 is the ideal age to start having sex for females.
She says, see, I'd rather have you have sex early than like self-help. Do you get like masturbation?
Ooh. The teens are talking about sex, guys. Get in here.
Masturbation isn't
I know a lot of girls
that,
as far as
sexual.
I'm concerned, if it gives you the same feeling, it is sex. Today on the show, we're talking about when is the ideal age to have sex.
According to survey, the earlier you have sex, the more likely you are to feel pushed into it, enjoy it less, have more sexual partners in life, and increased risk of STDs, teenage pregnancy, and cervical cancer. A study of 400 adolescents in the Journal of Adolescent Health showed that when mothers are a main source of sexual information, then the teenagers are less likely to take risks with sex. Still on this topic, after the break, we will be joined by a street style photographer and a Nollywood actress.
You're still on to MomentsZ and we're talking about sex. When is the ideal age? Joining us today on the show, we have Henry Uduku. He's a business management graduate of Covenant University. He owns a fashion line called Vintage Muse. He describes himself as a street style photographer. He's a writer, a social media manager at Guardian Life magazine, all this in one. And then we also have Felicia Fred. She's a mass comm graduate from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. She's the current face of Sniper Energy Shot Nigeria and an upcoming Nollywood actress. Welcome. I had to say everything.
Yeah,
It was such a lot. How are you guys doing?
We're good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy Henry's here.
We're talking about the ideal time, the ideal age to have sex.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
I think every single person should have a well-rounded and medically based course in sex education. Before even considering having sex for the first time. So I think 20 is the ideal age to start having sex for females.
20?
Yeah, I think so too.
And for males?
Yeah, male 17.
Why so low? Why?
Okay.
So that's the imbalance.
No, but why is the double
Why?
standard though?
Why?
Well, that's because ladies, I mean females, we are the ones who have to be emotionally prepared for sex mostly. And we go through...
Just feeling me. You know?
we go through a lot after that, than the guys.
But what do you think 20? I think that when you're emotionally prepared, because you're talking 20,
But how do you know when
you're
emotionally
talking 20, and a lot of people, I finished school at 19. So are you trying to tell me I should have finished uni? Do you understand? Some people enter school really early and they mature faster. I'm not saying, start having sex like one crazy person, no. But if you feel like you're prepared and, a lot of people face the issue of the burden of freedom. A lot of people are caged at home from primary school to secondary school. So they enter university and they just want to do everything and they go wild and everybody tags them, the bad chicks. But it's really not their fault. It's their parents' fault. If from secondary school you were allowing them to talk to one boy and talk to another boy and gist you about how one boy pecked you and you're not like, if I slap your head off, they will actually not see it as a big deal when they enter uni. And then a guy is toasting them and telling them, I love you, your eyes, I dwelled in the eyes.
A lot of mouths and bones and all that.
But there's something that you mentioned about going into uni and like being ready and being like emotionally prepared. Like a lot of people think that they are.
Exactly.
They do it and then they find that they really feel like they should have waited. Do you understand? So then how do you know when you're actually ready?
Personally, I don't think like there's a sign that tells you, oh, you're actually ready. We live our lives based off of what we see on social media, and then a bunch of the time, like, you don't even know yourself half as much as you think you know yourself. So you find yourself getting into things not because you want to, but because like the rest of the world is
going.
So you think there's like pressure? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of pressure, like a lot of indirect pressure. I've had this conversation with my friend's mom rather, before, and you know, like, we go from what time, at what age should you have sex, and a bunch of that, and then she puts it out there and she says, see, I'd rather have you have sex early than like self-help. Do you get, like, masturbation? Because that's one thing you can't really get out of easily. I mean, it's easy for you to say to someone tomorrow, oh, I'm done having sex with you, I'm going to delete your number, I'm going to block you on every platform.
But you probably have another girl.
Well,
so
it's still very easy for you to like hide from people. I mean, it's Lagos. I mean, there are a lot of joints, there are lots of hangout spots for you to go to, and then you're not meeting the same person every time. But like, if you're already caught in like that masturbation, you know, like,
it's very difficult
because I mean, like, it's you and yourself. There's nobody in the room. There's nobody in the, whatever place you're.
I think masturbation is worse.
It's worse.
It's
because
worse.
it has a lot of health risks, as I've read.
It does?
Yeah, it does actually.
Like you like touching yourself? I don't know.
You're touching yourself. You know what? We're going to get, you know, to more of this. We're going to be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere. Masturbation isn't sex,
I know a lot of girls that,
as
as far as I'm
sexual.
concerned, if it gives you the same feeling, it is sex.
Welcome back. It is still your favorite show, MomentsZ, and we're talking about sex. When is the ideal age? I think Amanda thinks we're like prunes right now, but
Yes,
I'm sorry.
you guys are old school.
No, I always think of something like
You're
when you, like, on your wedding day or something, and then they're like, oh, if you would take this girl, or anyone that doesn't want these two to come together, speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
I always imagine maybe guys coming like, I had sex with her or something.
And then, come on, please. Do
No,
you,
but
want to
even
marry,
if
do
another
you guys
person
want to
came
marry
out-
a guy that's a virgin?
You see, that's the thing. Most girls don't want to marry a guy that's a virgin, but
Generally,
a lot
I
of guys want to marry a girl that's a virgin.
No, they don't.
I don't.
Many
think,
guys.
I don't.
I know a lot of
think
guys that do
who-
not
who
want
say they
to.
want to marry virgins are being like very unrealistic.
Very unrealistic.
Because at the end of the day, they have expectations, and if those expectations are not met, I mean, you go out.
And a virgin cannot meet your
So
expectations.
you say all the virgins now, oh yeah, everybody.
I'm sorry,
line up
I'm
and
not
go
trying to
have
say because
sex.
like every guys or even girls have expectations, you should jump into sex. Like, it's a thing of will. I mean, if you've thought about your life well enough and you know like what you want, please, everybody's expectations are different. Like, what I want is different from what you want, and how I want what I want is different from how you want what you want.
Okay,
You know,
but what
so-
about the fact that some people think that making out and having even anal or oral or like masturbating is not sex? I think you're just deceiving yourself.
But masturbation isn't
I know
sex,
a lot of
but
girls
then
that, please, it is
making out
sex.
isn't sex,
It
yeah,
is.
it's just
as far as
sexual.
I'm concerned, if it gives you the same feeling, it is sex. As far as I'm concerned. So I think you're really deceiving yourself. Oh, you should know more about that. But
No, but I asked that because I think it gets you on the way to.
Yeah,
it gets you on the
Yeah.
way.
I mean, like, isn't it called foreplay? It's not what we.
Okay, but
Yeah,
that's my
like-
point.
Yeah,
What I'm
but
trying to say is that a lot of
it's-
13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, I don't know if you know about them, they're actually watching porn. They're actually trying out all these things. They're not just going all the way.
But in
They're
the
just
end,
not
that
broken the
has
hymen.
adverse effects.
What is
Do you know? I know a girl in Unilag. Yes. This girl.
This is your unilag,
As
Please,
in,
we have a lot of different people are
kinds.
coming together.
For sure.
So anyways, I'm sure this girl probably started early because she's so used to it. She doesn't see it as anything. You know how maybe you're on a diet, for instance, and then you have one chocolate. And you're like, okay, this is all I'm going to take. And then before you know it, you can eat like 5 chocolate bars in a day.
Yeah.
This girl can sleep with 5 guys at the same time, like she's opening the door like, next.
wow.
And they're out there lining
That
up
is
for-
terrible. And I think she had the same issue I was talking about, the burden of freedom.
But are you
was
sure
probably
she's not
caged.
selling? That particular girl.
You know, there's
She's
like they're
selling.
nymphomaniacs. They just like sex.
But you know, I think like that nymphomania one, I think that's actually an addiction. Like I think as in
It's actually
any kind
too
of addiction
much.
can be treated. So if it can be treated, it's probably some form of sickness. So like that's different, I think. But I want to bring up something about this thing about like if a girl is doing it with 5 guys, maybe not in one night, but then she has like 5 sexual partners per time. She's a slut. She's a hoe, as we like to say.
She is actually.
But then if a guy has like 5 sexual partners, we don't view it that same way.
Yes.
Why do we view sex
You know,
differently for like gender?
There was this Instagram video, all these comedy skits, and then the guy and the girl, they were talking about like they were having like their quiet time, and then the guy is like, oh, so let's be real with ourselves. No, the girl was like, let's be real with ourselves. How many people have you slept with? And then the guy was like, oh, I've slept with 44 girls.
44.
Yes, and then the girl was like, not bad. And then the guy was like, okay, you, so how many have you slept with? And then she's like, 4. I know those Instagram sound like, dun, dun, dun. 4? Yes. And then after that, anytime the girl does something, say if the girl's like, oh, I'm going to the gym.
You're going to see that boy.
Yeah, as in, he now started suspecting everything. He now told a friend now came over one time. I was like, no man, I can't believe this girl is a slut. How many
44 against 4.
Yeah, how many people? Like 4. The guy said, oh, and the friend just carried his bag and he ran out of the house. As he was just.
Can you imagine?
But that's actually true.
No, but I mean that's a joke. But like that's the way
That's
it is in
actually
our
It's
society.
upbringing. That's what I'm saying. It's upbringing. Even when you're bringing up a guy, if the guy is not toasting, not even having sex now, a little boy, he's not telling this girl that she looks good. You start asking your son that, are you okay? Do you like girls? I know I asked a lot of my little cousins that they don't touch girls. Why don't you like girls? I'm getting worried.
No, but I think it's okay at least from
Oh,
maybe like
you think
13,
it's okay?
14. From
Imagine
13,
that.
14, I think that's when boys kind of start to get crazy. I think that's when boys discover masturbation for the first time. Speaking of masturbation, guys, honestly, I had a conversation with a friend of mine who was actually telling me about his own situation and how like he went to camp and then he went to like the health center or whatever and then they like checked his, I don't know, statistics and thingies and we're telling him like how he has risk of like penile cancer and like just different things because he said like he was like in a place where he was masturbating a lot. And I didn't even know before that, like, that was a thing. Yeah, exactly. But then it's actually, I mean, it's really bad. I mean, we know that sex, you know, there's the risk of AIDS and blah, blah, blah. But nobody even talks about the risk of masturbation.
Yeah.
But what would you now tell a 14-year-old that has actually started masturbating? What would you tell him?
For them, it's like the biggest thrill because like when you orgasm for the first time, it's like, oh my God. You know, like
she knows.
No, a boy. We don't orgasm the same way as boys.
Mm.
No, I'm saying for them, it's actually a major thrill. You can tell us now.
You're still on to MomentsZ, and now it's time for In a Nutshell. So what do you think, in a nutshell, how you summarize today?
I think that, or what I would rather say is, a lot of people go into or have sex without thinking of the repercussions and everything.
Yeah.
It is not the same for 2 people. It might not be the same for the guy, it might not be the same for the girl, in the sense that the guy, eventually, if the girl gets pregnant, education,
The girl carries it on her
as
head.
in,
Yeah.
is the education has come to a halt. Do you understand? And if you're pretty young, especially like 13, 14, there's actually the risk of this infection, this VVF, whereby your bladder has shifted to one side and then you just keep on peeing and peeing because your body cannot carry that child at that particular age.
True, that's
Do you
true.
understand? But the guy will just continue. So I think people should really, really, really sit down and really think about
Before
it. Is
they
it
do
worth
that.
going into?
Yeah, I think a lot of people just like are very curious and then they have second like, is that what all the noise is about at the end of the day? You know, and one thing I'm always very happy about because I have some friends who have kids, not like 15-year-olds, but like, you know, my people that went to secondary school with me and I'm always very happy like when they're in school. Like I have a friend who we were in secondary school together. By the time I was graduating, she was in 100 level. She already had a baby because she had to take some time. And I know some people might look at that like, oh, look at you. But I was very happy that she was in school.
I'm against 11, 12, 13, 14. You can't tell me you're 12 and you're ready. I will slap you. But
yeah, but that's you. Because in their minds, they feel they're ready.
No, they're not ready.
But they
even
feel
their bodies are not ready.
You can't always trust your emotions because they feel they're ready. And when they do...
For me, I feel like at a certain age you're ready, which is from above 18 or from above 20.
But does age really bring maturity?
I don't think you guys are ready to agree, but different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, exactly.
We hope you enjoyed and you learned from this particular show, from this episode. But don't forget, you can also tell us your views, your opinions, and your experiences on all our social media platforms. Just hashtag MomentsZ and we will see it and we will join you. Thanks, guys. And don't forget, everyone deserves a moment, so go get yours.